And here we go. So just take a moment to be sure you're sitting comfortably upright. Feet are firm on the floor. And let me just adjust my camera a little bit so you can see my feet. Okay. So feel your feet grounded. Let's notice how your body feels on the chair today. See if you can rock a little side to side, forward and back. And just feel the bones at the bottom of the pelvis, the sitting bones, equally grounded. And from that grounding, let your spine lengthen upward, lift up through your chest, broaden across the collarbones, drawing your upper arm bones back a little so your back isn't rounded or hunched. And then just experience your breath. So feel what it's like to take a nice full breath in and out, allowing your ribs to expand in all directions. So mostly we feel our breath in the front, but you might try bringing your hands onto your rib cage at the sides and imagine filling up your lungs, expanding to the side and the back as well. As always, if you find you're straining, whether it's in the breathing or in any other action that we're doing, please just back off a little bit. We want to make this an experience that you enjoy rather than hurting yourself in any way. So let's circle the shoulders, noticing where there might be some tension. And then with the shoulders relaxed, chest lifted, let's turn the face side to side. And come back to center, lift the head up and down. And come back to face forward, head upright. Let's tilt right ear towards right shoulder. And if you like, if you want to add the right arm draping over the head to add a little weight, but keep lifted up through your rib cage so you're not collapsing on your side. And then release your arm if you're holding the head, let the head float up. The other side, left ear to the side, and optional arm reaching up and just letting the weight of your arm drape over your head so it adds a little weight. Breath full and deep. And release the arm, let your head float up. Good, let's shrug the shoulders up towards your ears, and then on an exhale, just let go. So big shrug up, and let it go. One more time, big shrug up, and release. Good. All right, you can use your left hand to hold the side of the chair, and you can use that also to make sure you're sitting up tall, but we want to make sure we're not collapsing on that left side as we sweep the right arm out and up, and then lean a little bit over to the left, extending the right arm on a diagonal and pressing the right sitting bone down into your chair. Full deep breath. And come back up to center. Other side. Left arm reaching up, leaning a little bit to the right. Stretch through the left arm, reach for your fingertips. Press down through that left sit bone and breathe. Then come on back to center. So today let's do a slightly different version of our cat and cow. Try this out. If it doesn't work, you can do it in any way you want. The goal is to arch and round the spine, trying to move the whole length of the spine from tailbone up through the neck spine. So we're going to bring the hands to the knees today. And as you take a deep breath, just sit tall. As you exhale, draw your tailbone underneath you. Pull your navel back so you round the lower part of your back, particularly head bows gently. Inhale, sitting up and pulling the shoulders back. Right? So you're pulling gently against your knees, shoulders and elbows pull back. Good. And then again, so we'll alternate. Exhale, rounding into cat pose. Inhaling, arching into cow or dog tilt. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, forward tilt. 2 more times. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, forward tilt. Last time, exhale, round. Inhale, forward tilt. And then coming upright, bringing the legs and feet close together. Let's move to a twist. So we're going to slide the right hand back, either on the side of the chair or even behind you. Left hand coming across to keep your knees gently hugging. Take a deep breath, sit up tall, and try to move from your waist first, then your chest, and then finally the head follows. Breathe, your eyes can drift back to the right as well. And then gently unwind. Take a breath or two. Just pay attention that you're not holding your breath when we hold the twist. So other side, left hand sliding back, right hand across, sit up tall, and then gently twisting to the left and breathing. And returning to center, walk the feet out a little bit wider. Make sure that your ankles are directly beneath your knees, and the knees, middle of your knee is pointing towards the middle toe. Let's come forward a little bit, and we'll add a twist, right shoulder coming between the legs, and come back up to center. And then the left shoulder comes forward and down, and on the inhale, you come back up. Again, first side, right shoulder, tilting in, inhale up, and left shoulder, and back to center. Preparing for our sun salutation. Let's bring the palms together in front of the heart. Take a full breath in, and let it out. And next, inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, gently bow forward. You don't have to go any farther than it's comfortable for you. As you inhale, lift up to a flat back, so everybody's at a bit of a 45-degree angle. On the exhale, just relax your head, neck, and shoulders. And then inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Bring the palms together overhead, and exhale, gliding the hands down in front of your heart. Full breath in, let it out. Let's repeat that. Inhaling up, exhale, gently bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, hands to heart. Take a full breath in, let it out. Let's move on to the second piece. Inhaling to cactus, exhale, tilt. Inhale up, exhale, tilt. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in, starting at the top. Inhale, sweeping up, and exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. And hands to heart. Full breath in. And once again, inhaling up, exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up. Tilt the other way. Inhale, up. Twist one side. Inhale, center. Twist the other way. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a full breath in. Let's move to the third piece. Inhaling, right arm up, back of the left hand inside the left knee. Slide down the inner left leg as you look up. Inhale, come up and switch the arms. Exhale, other side, sliding down as you look up. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in, starting from the top. Inhaling, sweeping up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Back to center. And twist. Back to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide down the leg as you look up. Come up and switch arms, other side. Inhale, both arms stretch. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. One more time from the top. Inhaling up. If you're tired, take a break. Exhale, bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, center. And tilt. Back to center. Twist. Come center. And twist. Come center. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up. Back of the left hand down. Slide down the leg as you look up. Inhale, coming up and switch. Other hand, slide down and reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's take one last breath with a big sweep up. And exhale, open the arms wide, palms up. And as they come below shoulder height, float the palms down onto your lap. Take a few deep breaths. You can walk your feet back in, coming closer together. If you need a little break, scoot back in your chair so your low back can be supported as well as your mid or upper back. And just let your breath slow down a little bit, let your heartbeat slow down. And while we're resting and letting our arms relax for a little, let's lift the right foot and circle at the ankle. And then reverse the direction. Flex that foot and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. And release. Other foot. Circling left ankle. And reverse. And then flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Good. Release. And then scoot up a little bit away from the chair back. Feet are parallel, a little bit apart, ankles under the knees. And if you press your feet into the floor, you'll feel your abdominal muscles begin to engage. So just notice what that feels like and then just relax the pressure. You kind of collapse a little bit. So press the feet down, feel that engagement of your core and see if you can maintain that as you extend both legs up, feet flex, and bring them down. Try that again. Both feet up, feet flexed, engaging the core and release. Let's do two more, but let's add the arms. Arms and legs. Extend, arms up, feet out, and release. One more time. Arms and legs, stretch, and release. Very good. All right, let that go. Let's make gentle circles. So just relaxing a little bit into the hip sockets. Circling your whole upper body. And then reverse the circles. And come up to center. Good. So lifting just the right leg, let's interlace the fingers under that thigh and move your leg with your hands. So try and let your leg be very heavy. And then change the direction of the circles. Draw that knee in close to your chest. If you want, you can switch the clasp of your hands to in front of your shin. Let's flex both feet, engage your belly. So left foot can press down into the floor. So you feel that help to engage the abdominal muscles. Or keeping the abdominals engaged, extend the left leg out straight and breathe. Good, try not to sit back in the chair, trying to keep lifting your chest, breathing deeply. If you need to release before I tell you, it's always okay on this or any other pose. But let's all release. Shake out your hands, wiggle your fingers. And let's do the other side. So interlace under the left thigh. Let the leg sit down into your hands and let your hands and arms do the work. Lifting and moving that heavy leg in little circles. Loosening up the hip joint. Good, let's reverse the circles. And then draw the knee in towards you. Switch the clasp of the hands if that's comfortable for you. Flex the feet. Continue pressing the right foot down if that's good for you. Feel the engagement of your core. Lift and open the chest. And then if you want, add the lift of the right leg. Foot flexed, leg extended forward, and full deep breath. While you still have the abdominal muscles engaged, chest lifted, lifting the corners of your mouth for the very advanced version. And gently release. Let it go. Shake out your hands, wiggle your fingers. Let's circle the wrists. And then turn the right palm up, point the fingers down, and let's gently, with your other hand, draw the fingertips back towards your body. Giving a stretch in the underside of that wrist. So shake it out. Other side, left palm up, fingers pointing down, and drawing the fingertips back towards you. And release. Good, circle your shoulders a few times. Okay, so let's do a couple more things for the arms while we're here. So tilting a little bit forward, you can rest your left forearm on your thigh, turn your right palm up, make a gentle fist, and then draw that elbow back as far as you can take it. Try to keep the elbow back, but straighten the arm back behind you. And then bend at the elbow and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Two more. Bend and straighten and bend and straighten. Good. Relax that hand. Let's do the other side. So leaning on your right forearm, left palm turns up, a slight gentle fist, and then draw your elbow way back and straighten the arm back behind you. Keep the elbow high as you bend. Straighten and bend. So your fist comes to your armpit, but your elbow stays behind you. Good, let's do a couple more. Straighten and bend, and straighten and bend, and release. Good, shake everything out. Good, let's bring the arms to cactus now. Open wide, and then gently bring the elbows close together. Forearms together. Open as you inhale. Exhale, arms hug in. Inhale, open. And exhale, hug in. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug in. And then release. Good. Moving perhaps a little bit towards the front edge of the chair. We're going to open the right leg out to the side and then bring it back to center. Do that a few times. One more. Open and center. And let's do the other side. So left leg opening out wide and then back to center. Opening and center. Open and center. One more. Open and center. Good. Let's open that right leg. And let's all just keep the left knee bent today. Right? So we'll focus on that opening in the chest a little bit more. So we're going to open the chest towards the front of your chair. We're going to lift up through the torso. And as we exhale, you're going to lengthen to the side. Right forearm resting on right thigh. Try to have your ankle right under the knee on that side. In fact, on both sides. And then sweep the left arm out and up and bring it either towards the ceiling or try and bring it a little closer alongside your head. Try to keep the upper arm bone back in the socket. Root down through both feet. Deep, full breaths. Extended side angle variation. And with an inhalation, press into your feet, reach up to the sky, and release. Good, and just for a little counter stretch, let's hold the left side of the chair with your left hand, turn the right palm up, and we'll arc back gently, lengthening through that right side. And release. Bring the right leg back to center. Let's try the other side. So left leg open to the side. Try and line up ankle under knee, knee pointing towards the middle toe. Body turns back to face the front of your chair. Lift up through your ribs and then leaning to your left. Try and stay long through the left side of the body. Forearm can rest on your thigh. Right arm is going to sweep out and up, either just up towards the ceiling, or if you can, keeping the arm back in its socket so if the arm doesn't come in front of your face, see if you can bring it closer alongside your ear. And breathe. Keep the feet gently planted so you stay grounded. Keep lengthening even through the crown of your head. So don't just let your head drop. Right? Keep it active, keep it alive. Neck stays in line with the rest of your spine. Deep breath. And then gently root down through your feet, reach through the right arm and come up to center. Good. Holding the right side of your chair with your hand, turn the left palm up, and we're going to lift that left arm to the sky, arcing up a little bit, stretching through the left side. And release. Good. Come on back to face forward. From here, let's flex the right foot, pull it back a little under the chair, and then extend it straight out. So pull it back. Try to keep your thigh on the chair. So your foot kind of scrapes along the floor gently, slides back, and foot is flexed. All the while, back, extend, hold it here for a moment. You'll feel the thigh muscles a little bit stronger, engaged. Breathe. and release. Give it a little pat, pat. Other leg, flexing the left foot. Heel sliding back and extending out and back and out. Out and again back. And hold that leg out if you can. Breathe while you're holding. Abdominal muscles engaged. And release. Good. Rock a little side to side. Shake it out. Good. All right. Let's stretch that part we just activated. Give that a tap. I didn't tell you to tap that leg, but let's do that. And then turn to your left. Turn so all the way to the side, facing sideways, but come to the front edge of your chair. So your left thigh is on the chair. Let your right foot relax and slide back. So your right knee just drops down towards the floor. Hold the back of the chair with your left arm. And first just sit up tall. Right? Try to lengthen down through your right thigh as you lift up through the ribs. And then if you lean a little forward, you may be able to slide the right foot farther back, toes tuck under, and then even reaching back through the heel to straighten that leg some more. So see how straight you can get that back leg if you're leaning a little forward. And then tailbone reaching down, draw your belly back and up. Lift up through your chest. And we're going to sweep the right arm out and up. Deep breath. And then you're going to reach forward with your right arm, and we're going to twist away from the screen. So you're twisting to your left. You're going to turn towards the back of your chair. Use your hands to pull your upper body a little farther around. And gently release, untwist, relax the right leg, sliding the foot back in, come back to center. Okay, let's do that on the other side. So turning towards your right thigh is on the front edge of the chair, holding the back of the chair with your right arm. Relax your left leg, let the foot slide back and your knee drop down towards the floor. And first, just try to relax that leg. Think of lengthening the knee towards the floor as you sit up really straight. And breathe. Good. And some of you may not go a lot farther than that. That's okay. I just give modifications for different levels. So see what feels best for you today. You can try leaning a little forward, and that often allows you to slide the left foot farther back. Toes tucked under. And then if you're back farther, try pressing back through the heels so that leg straightens more. Breathe. And then rather than just collapsing here, think of extending your tailbone down as you lift the low belly in and up. And then left arm sweeping out and up. Nice long stretch. Take another breath. And then we're going to reach forward. And from here, twisting to the right. So you're going to bring that left hand around towards the side or the back of the chair and use your hands to help you turn the upper body. Turning towards the back of your chair. So you're looking away for a moment. Just breathe here. And then gently untwist. Relax the left leg. Let the foot slide forward. Come back to the front of your chair. Good. All right. So, as we are getting ready to move into holiday season, I thought it would be appropriate for our laughter yoga to start with being Santas. So, you can bring a hand to your low belly, right? And try and really breathe all the way down to your low belly. Breathe deep, think deep thoughts. And on the exhales, give me a nice ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. You can give me your version of Santa. Ho, 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 and let that go. And since ho-hos just inevitably lead to ha-has, take a breath, and when you're ready, ha ha ha. Fake it if you're not feeling like laughing. Just creating that action is helpful. And sometimes it may start you laughing as well. Okay, your choice now. You can repeat ho's or ha's or join me in little hee-hees. Here we go. Ah, good. I didn't think we needed brainwashing today. I thought the holiday spirit would do it for us. So take a moment to let that settle in. Good. All right, shall we get ready for lion pose now? Now we're in the spirit. Our faces hopefully are a little bit more awakened. So 3 lion poses. We're gonna clasp the hands into fists, scrunch up the face on the inhale. Exhale, fingers stretch, eyes look up, tongue sticks out and down, and we roar. Here we go. Let's take a breath between each. So full breath in and let it out. First lion, curling in on the inhale and exhale, stretch. Relax as you breathe in and out. Second lion, inhale, exhale. Relax as you breathe in and out. Last lion, inhale, scrunching in, exhale, stretch. Good. Shake everything out, rock a little side to side, and kind of waddle your way towards the front edge of your chair. So sitting right near the edge of the chair, keep your left foot grounded, slide your right heel forward until your right leg is straight, foot flexed. Take a nice deep breath, so try and keep lifted through your spine and hinging just down here at the bottom of the pelvis. We're going to gradually tilt just till you feel the stretch in the back of that right thigh. Breathe into it. Good. And then if you want, we're going to add a little twist to this. So you can bring your left hand to the outside of your right leg and possibly reach a little farther. And release. Come back up, right foot grounded. Flex the left foot, heel on the floor, left leg straight. Sit up tall, deep breath. And then tilting gently from the hips and breathing. And just see where you get to when you feel some stretch in the back of that thigh. Don't overdo it. And again, this next piece is optional. If you want to add a little twist and deepen the stretch, you can extend your right arm out and bring it across your left leg and perhaps slide your hand a little farther down the leg and breathe into that. Good. Let's bring the leg back in and up. Rock a little side to side. As we get ready to come up to stand, if you are tired and you don't feel like standing, you can remain seated and just follow along. You can visualize by watching what I'm doing and imagining yourself doing it, or just do as much as you can and sit down soon if you need a rest, okay? So we're going to make our way up to stand. Let's try blasting off today. Okay? So we're going to walk your feet back a little bit farther underneath you. And we're going to rock forward and back. And let's count down from 10. I like to have the hands on the tops of the thighs. Shoulders are back, head is lifted. And the hands on the thighs help to ground the legs even as you're coming to stand. Okay? So here we go. Count with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and blast off. Up you go. All right, make your way up to stand to join me if you didn't successfully blast. And I'm going to move my chair to the side, but you can just stand behind your chair. Feet slightly apart and parallel. Bend your knees slightly. And as you bend your knees, do not glance down and just notice if your knees are pointing out or in. Are they closer than your ankles or wider than your ankles? Try and make an equal distance between your ankles and your knees. And to do that, if you lift and spread your toes, feel the ball mound of your big toes, the pinky toe mound grounded, equal weight in the front and the back of the feet. And then imagine you're moving your upper thighs back and apart. Good. So there's a slight tilt in your spine. And then root down through the legs, come up to stand. Let's inhale the arms out and up overhead. And exhale, open them out wide. And again, inhale, arms sweep out and up. And exhale down. Good. Taking just the right arm up, let's bring it across your body. And you can reach underneath with your left hand, hug that right arm in close to you. Feel the stretch in the back of the shoulder. And breathe. Good. And then bending your right elbow up towards the ceiling. You can take your left hand and spin the bicep in towards your ear. Support the front of the upper arm with your hand to lift the elbow higher or reach overhead. Breathe. And release. Shake it out. Other side. Left arm reaching out and then across the body, hugging the upper arm towards you and breathing. And then bending that left elbow, elbow in the air. You can gently support the upper arm to try and lift the elbow higher or reach overhead and draw the elbow back farther. And release, shake it out. Good, and then a little counter stretch. Interlace the fingers behind your back if you can, and with the elbows a little bit bent, lift up through your ribs and try and stretch the arms straight back behind you. Feel that squeezing of your shoulder blades, the widening of the chest. And release. Good. Now, this next thing, if you have a wall available, this is a good stretch to do. So if you can find any place near a wall where you can, I'll do this on the wall behind me. I'm going to put my hand on the wall at about shoulder height, possibly even turning the fingers a little bit back behind me. I'm going to stand with my side to the wall, but then I'm going to begin to turn away from the wall. So this is a big opening in the upper chest, the pectoral muscles. Keep the arm gently, the fingers pressing into the wall, the torso turning. You can add a little tilt of your head away from the wall and breathe. And then gently release that side. Okay, try the other side. So hand reaching out about shoulder height or a little bit higher. fingers may turn slightly back. And then you're facing to the side, but gradually turning your body away from that arm. And if you want, adding a little tilt of your head also away from the wall. Fingers press into the wall, ribs stay long. Breathe, don't forget that part. And then gently release. Okay, good. So let's do a balance pose now. And if you want, you can have your back close to a wall for this balancing, right? So there are a lot of different ways. You can have your hands on the chair in front of you. You can have the hands on the wall behind you or a wall to your side. So let's stand on the left leg, bend your right knee, and bring the sole of the right foot up alongside the left calf, or if you can, up to the thigh, but don't force it. Try not to press right on the knee, so always safer to stay down at the calf. You can just play around with your balance here. So send your gaze out in front of you, find something that's not moving around, right? And then you can experiment with what you want to do with the arms. You can take one hand off, right, and lift the arm. You can keep the hands on whatever you're holding, the chair or the wall. You can breathe. You can bring the palms together at your heart, if that feels good, if you feel steady today. And then let it go. If you fall out of the pose, don't worry about it. No big deal, right? You're still strengthening that leg. Let's do the other side. So you're standing on your right foot, open the left knee out a little bit, hold on to something for support as you bring your left foot up alongside the right calf. Hug in towards the midline. So try not to tilt or push your right hip out to the side. Squeeze in, lift up through your middle, lengthen up through the crown of your head, focus your gaze in front of you, and breathe. And just feel free to play with lifting one arm and then the other, right? One at a time or both. Or if you feel up to it, you might try bringing the hands to prayer. If you fall out of the pose, you can just come back in, right? Or change the position of the arms, see if that helps. And then let it go. Good. Just feet slightly apart. Let's gently circle the hips. All right. So for this next, I'm going to face the side so that you can see what I'm doing. And you can either have your chair with the back to you or turn it around the other way so the front of the chair is facing you. So that will make some of these a little bit more intense. So your choice, okay? So I'm going to start by taking the feet wide, and I'm going to turn my right toes directly forward. My left foot, I'm going to turn out to the side, 90 degrees. Okay? And then feel your breath. Now, if you want to put your chair over on your left side, that works too. Okay? So you can have your setup looking like mine if you'd like to try that. We're going to hinge at the hips. So on an inhalation, lifting up tall and then hinging from the hip, we're going to tilt to the left. And you may want to bring your left hand, if you have your chair on the side, you can bring your hand onto the chair seat. You can also bring that hand onto your leg. Your right hand can stay holding the chair. It can stay at your hip or stretch up towards the ceiling. Good. From here, we're going to bend into that left knee rather. Lift up through the torso. See if you can center your torso and open the arms wide for warrior two pose. Palms turned down, chest is open, gazing towards the left. And breathe. Good. Gently release that pose. Turn the feet so they're parallel. I'm going to move my chair to the other side. You can do that or continue with your chair just in front of you, using it as a support. So again, feet are wide. This time I'm going to turn the right foot to the side, left foot facing directly forward. Lifting up through the ribs, both feet nicely anchored, hips tilt to the left, torso lengthens towards the right, and right hand can come to the seat of the chair if it's to your side or to your right leg. Left hand can stay holding the chair if it's in front of you, or reach towards the ceiling. Nice full breath. Good, and as you come up, gently bend the right knee. Open your arms out wide. Start with the palms up. It helps open through the chest. Try and center your torso between the legs, even though one is bent and the other is straight. Turn the wrists palm down. Gaze to the right and breathe. And gently releasing the pose. Turn both feet so they're parallel and try a little bit of a forward fold. You can bend your knees if you need to. Try and keep the knees wide. In fact, let's all do this. Turn the feet out slightly and let's come into leaning goddess. So knees are bending with the toes pointing towards the, knees point towards the middle toe. Your hips are moving back a little, your chest forward slightly. Chest is open, your gaze is forward. You can use your hands to help keep the knees nice and wide. Big stretch on the inner thigh. And then gently coming up, you walk the feet in towards each other. Take a big breath in, arms reaching up. And exhale, float the arms down. Let's roll the shoulders. You can make a little circle with your head and neck. And then go the other way. And then let's make our way back to our chairs for a little relaxation. So have a seat and just take a moment to lean back in the chair and let go. So you might want to let your feet just slide out. Relax your shoulders, relax your legs, relax the arms, hands resting someplace on your thighs. You're welcome to close your eyes. Just a few moments of quiet relaxation. Noticing the flow of your breath in and out. Try to relax your jaw, tongue, the eyes rest in their sockets. Relax your fingers. Scanning through your body for a moment just to see if there's any place you can release a little more, from your toes into your ankles, into your calves and shins, up through your knees and thighs. Feeling your buttocks resting into the chair seat, relaxing through the whole pelvic area, belly, intestines. Feel your spine supported by the back of the chair, as well as the seat beneath you. Softening all the way up through your rib cage, up through your lungs and your heart. Relaxing across the shoulder blades and back and the collarbones in front. Relaxing all the way up onto the tops of the shoulders and down through your arms like melted butter, just pouring down. Golden warm butter, soaking through everything. Just soothing, oiling all the joints, relaxing your wrists, your fingers. Relaxing through your neck and throat. Relaxing your face, the scalp. Eyes resting deep in their sockets. Tongue softly resting on the floor of the mouth. Nothing to do, no place to go, nothing you have to think about. Simply be with your breath. And then as we begin to bring our class to a close, you might want to stretch a little bit through your arms and hands, legs and feet. Maybe sit up taller in your chair. Take a moment to feel grounded through your feet and your seat, lengthening up through the crown of your head. And then we'll chant one Om together to close. Palms of the hands come together in front of your heart. Take a full breath in. Om. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I'll come closer to the screen, and if anybody has questions or wants to chat, you can unmute yourself for that.